to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Wolverines headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Miller. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to throw, it's Chambliss. Right side, it's Haas. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide open.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Headed to the edge, it's Marshall. They were all over it.
And those are the plays you dream about. You blitz, you bring the absolute lumber. Those big hits, man, those can set the tone. And that makes a decision for this offensive player. Do I really want to go near that guy again?
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. He'll bring it out. It's Ray. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Caught over the middle, it's Odom. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback, really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got it. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Rebels look to keep this drive humming. On the ground, it's Lacy. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, looking for a man. Out wide left, it's Odom. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. To the air, it's Chambliss. Out wide right, it's Cunningham. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And this offense early, man, just clicking on all cylinders, right? Like, great job putting play after play together. Play that works with the next one, that works with the next one. And it's been a clinic on this drive so far.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. And the Rebels want to move quickly. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Coming out with it, it's Marsh. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Keeps it moving, it's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 50. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it on the counter. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. From the gun, it's Marshall. crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Underwood. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolverines!
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Fielded in the end zone. It's Miller. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Fires to the tight end. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Lacey. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Shoots it to the left. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Left side is Odom. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Quarterback keeper. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback changing the play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. He'll pull it down and run. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass, it's Chambliss. Snags it. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Cunningham. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense.
Number 17, set to kick off.
Deep in the end zone, it's Marsh. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Straight ahead, it's Marshall. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running game.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Back's got it on the screen. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Has this head coach lost his mind? Does he know where the ball is on the field? He's going for it this close to his own end zone. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He's going for a big play downfield. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The handoff as they run the counter play here. He'll be stopped for no gain, and we're not far away from that whistle blowing to end festivities here in the 1st half. Just enough time to get off one more snap. These corners going to give them some space. And the Rebels will kick it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Makes a move. He returns it almost to the 35. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Solid work on that one. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the...
Makes a grab and room to run. He's at the 40. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Out wide right, it's Marshall. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Moving out to the right. Fires on the move. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't... Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Ole Miss Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Thanks, guys. Coach Golding told me before the game, both teams are in the top 10. This SEC matchup is going to be hard. He said we have to eliminate all penalties at the line of scrimmage and be the most efficient version of ourselves all season. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Rebels ready to kick it away first. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. On the ground, it's Owens. Turning it on. Got the first down. They get it. It's a couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, they've caught, and he's got room. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Defense becomes even more heightened in this area of the field. You get the short yardage situations, the goal-to-go situations. They got to be dialed in. That's 2 big stops in a row by this defense, forcing a 3rd and goal, putting some pressure now on this offense.
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
And this was looking like such a promising opening drive of the game. They had it down close. They tried to run the ball there on 3rd down, didn't get it. So now it's decision time for the head coach. Do you want to pay this thing off and go?
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Touchdown, Aggies. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get those goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of a field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Texas A&M going quickly. Gonna run it. It's Owens.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield?
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Using his feet. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. They'll try the counter. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Throws for the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback will keep it. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Running inside, it's Owens. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Throwing Reed. They're all over him. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Hits the accelerator to the right. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
On to attempt the try. Smashes it through for the PAT.
That makes the score. Texas A&M 8, Ole Miss 7. Number 17, set to kick this one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Going to try to get it himself. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. And the Aggies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Keeps it himself. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Quick give. It's Owens. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Aggies moving quickly to the line. From the gun on third down, Reed. Out wide left, it's Owens. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways.
Snags it and he's open. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Interesting decision here, but if they make the two, it'll be a two-possession game and a 9-point lead. Reed. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Texas A&M 14, Ole Miss 7.
On the return, it's Miller. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get it.
Not much happening on that one. Maybe made it back to the line of scrimmage as the clock continues to move here late in the half. It's third down. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Now the Aggies will use their last timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Making the adjustment. Needs it here on 4th down. There he goes. He's at the 50. At the 30. The 10. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up, but you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown.
Number 17, set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Try to keep everything in front. Unloads to the wideout. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Reed. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. Just about set to get this second half underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. This offense has it with really good field position. Now on the move. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's Reed to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. Finds a tight end down the gut. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
The receiver on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Aggies! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Why not double the try total and go for 2? Motion from the back. Throwing Reed. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And you see this more and more in college football. More guys going for it, and they try to throw it here, and you got so many plays you want to work, and sometimes plays off of plays, but unsuccessful with the pass, just missed on that route.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Chambliss. Moves to his right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Turns it upfield. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Long way to go on 2nd down. Hits inside, it's Lacy. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Alexander. On the move at the 30. Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Rebels. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out.
Texas A&M, 20. Number 17, set to kick it off.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Owens. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. And the Aggies want to pick up the tempo. Reed. Out wide right, it's Riley. Finding some room. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Flush to the left. Slings it downfield. Left side is Craver. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He'll do it himself. Hard running there. Keeps it and gets the first down. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Aggies! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Motion from the wideout. Reed makes the grab over the middle. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ray. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Rebels offense is back on the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Sets his feet. It's Chambliss. Extending the play. Fires on the move. Out wide left, it's Cook. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Rebels peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Left side is Oda. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Lacy. Just smothered on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The defense will try to hold up one more time, under 2 minutes to go. Looking to throw on 3rd. Finds his tight end. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. Looking for the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
To the air, it's Chambliss. Right side, it's Lacy. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Frazier. Driven back.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Changing the routes with his receivers. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Out wide right, it's Cunningham. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And a little bit extra pressure on this extra point, but it's good, and we're tied.
Number 17. Set to kick this one.
Here's Reed to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, defensively, you've got to have an answer for this athletic quarterback. You've got to do a better job containing him in the pocket, but you've got to have a spy ready to make a play and get a tackle if he decides to get out. But everything went wrong there. Not only did he get first, but you also let him get out of bounds and stop the clock.
The Aggies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to throw, it's Reed. Out wide left, it's Riley. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking left. Complete downfield. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Defense might bring the house here. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He's got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody. Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. He's changing the play. Straight ahead, it's Lacy. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and this crowd giving this defense some juice.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed.
Makes the grab in their space. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
Plows his way ahead. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And it's still early in this football game, but I tell you what, that's a good sign for this offense. Can they physically meet the challenge of these short yard situations? Third down, and I know you're running, you know I'm running. Who can win? And the offense able to physically put it on the ground, lean forward, and barely get the first down.
To the air, it's Chambliss. Back open in the middle. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Second down to the air. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side is Odom. Oh, he's got some space. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick decisions, and he's throwing the ball with a lot of conviction. You can tell this guy watched a lot of film. He has the answers to the test early in this game.
He'll throw it. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. A first down run on the doorstep. Grinding and churning, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find something.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding timing him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. And he's brought down after a short gain. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Dante Moore escapes the pressure going right. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
3rd and long right here. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's Moore. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Running inside. It's Davison. Swapped immediately.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Throwing Moore. Fires to the right. And his throw is incomplete. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Sends it back in motion. In the gun on 3rd down. Moore escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
That's why it's so important for this team.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Still looking. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he just pumped that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Back to throw, it's Chambliss. Takes the easy one to the back. Brought down. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his target. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Quick give. It's Lindsey. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Hits inside. It's Lindsey. Stopped right there.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Chambliss. Got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that's a tough thing to do, man. You've already seen him have success. He can run the football. He's got a rushing touchdown. He's got those wheels. So to get to him and not let him break free and not let him evade you, that's a great job by this defense. A lot of time it's a team effort, but he got him on the ground, and he got the sack.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Moore. Buying time to his right. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 2nd and long here. Moore will throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Keeping his eyes downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been Pretty hot, right?
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Moore. Looking to the big tight end. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Here's Moore to throw. Stepping to the right. Sails one into the middle. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And his passing game, they can't get in sync, man. They can't get in rhythm. It seems like all game it's been a struggle. Nice job by the defense, dropping back, breaking on the football, but this offense has to find their rhythm somehow, somewhere.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. The Ducks in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Dante Moore. Here comes the heat. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well. They're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Turning it on. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
From the gun, it's Lacey. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
To the air, it's Chambliss. Still looking to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
The run inside. It's Lacy. Nice move to keep running. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Follows his blocks. It's Lindsey. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Straight ahead, it's Davison. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Rolls right. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it right down the field. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Throwing more. Grabs it. Can't quite cross the frame to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Moore to the air. Trying to barrel in. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. Moore to the air again. Wide out trying to get it in. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ducks. Getting set for the point after.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Got it in the middle, it's Odom. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarter. See the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Setting up the screen. Makes one man miss. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. The 30. Past the 20. The 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Man, oh man, when you've got a weapon like that, you've got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they finished with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. From deep, it's Hill. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. He wants to go deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down.
Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Powell, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, catching up with the Rebels head coach. Anytime the Big Ten takes on the SEC, it is more than just about this game. It is about bragging rights and who is the most dominant conference. We'll find out today, guys. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go.
Set to kick it off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense in a bunch formation. Scanning the field, it's Chambliss. Out wide right, it's Cunningham. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Wasting no time slinging it around. Moving out to the right. Got a first down. There he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Rashad Downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Lacey. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Back to pass on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Can't get him to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quick catch.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
The Rebels are rolling down the field. Dropping back, it's Chambliss. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacey. Breaks into the open. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball. And right now, that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable. And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. First points of the day are on the board. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
Number 17, set to kick off.
And he's not going to take the touchback. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return.
The offense will take over. First and 10.
Throwing, say it. Left side, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top as we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Say it. Rushes on. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. From the gun on third down, say it. Finds his man. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
The Buckeyes will try to convert on fourth down. Under pressure. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
The Rebels come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. This is a designed run. Enough to move the chains. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
And the Rebels have taken it inside the 20. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. From the red zone, it's Lacy. He breaks a tackle. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run.
Number 17, set to kick this one off.
And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Play fake, say it. Look out! Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
Long way to go on second down. Here's Sayin to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Now here's Sayin. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Again, it's Sayin. Not gonna make it, and the fourth down gamble backfires. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Moving the pocket, it's Chambliss. It's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. On the move. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback signaling to his guys. 2nd down, gonna throw it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being...
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Ole Miss! He'll try to tack on one more. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Number 17, set to advance on the football.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense Texas. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Bray. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to pass, it's Chambliss. Right side, it's Cunningham. Could not make his way to the corner. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third down, he drops to throw. Finds the tight end. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be fourth down. On fourth. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what...
Makes a grab and room to run. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Out wide right, it's Riley. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And the Aggies line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Rid of it on the RPO. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Throwing Reed. Big guy smells it. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Miller. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to...
Oh, he found a space on the right. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Caught, and he's got room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Got him right there. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Fires to the middle. Out wide left, it's Miller. Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Hey, no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Reed. Rush right in his face. He's going to run it. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Riley. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They put the brakes on it. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Reed unloads it left. The short hands, it's Kramer. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Reed to the air again. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Left side is Riley. Turning it on. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run, because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Here's Reed to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's grab. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Right side, it's Moore. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
And the extra point is good. Coming out with it, it's Ray. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for the edge. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Drops back. It's Chambliss. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
You know, quarterbacks cannot stare down receivers, especially when thrown over the middle of the field. You've got to look these safeties off. That was going to be a small window to throw into anyway, but staring at that wide receiver made the safety's job so much easier.
Throwing Reed. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Running inside, it's Owens. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Might as well run him again. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
Just not enough leg on that kick. He wasn't able to clear the crossbar.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking to pass. It's Chambliss. Oh, pressure's coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Cunningham. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
2nd and long here. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got a man. It's Odom. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. These 2-point conversions are tricky enough. You don't want to add to the degree of difficulty by backing up 5. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Moves the pocket. It's Chambliss. Back's got it on the screen. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the run, it's Owens. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half.
Second down.
We're just about ready to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Motion from the wide receiver. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Reed. They're all over it. Got room at the 35. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. A&M comes back out with another first down. Left side, it's Moore. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hand.
Runs through, man. He might have some space. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Grab behind the line. It's Moore. There he goes. Touchdown, Aggie. He got a step and just dusted the field. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ray. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quarterback changing the play. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. Here comes the heat. On target over the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Rebels want to move quickly. Drops back on first down. Between the hashes, it's Cunningham.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty at 2nd and 7. From the gun. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Turns it on in midfield. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Fresh center downs going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Odom. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. See what they dial up on 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick give. It's Morrow. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And this offense hadn't got the ground game going at all, but it hasn't mattered. The passing game has been so good. So you'd like to create balance on offense, but as long as they can keep spinning the pill out wide, this offense has been just fine.
Moves to his right. He'll try to do it himself. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
The give as they work on that clock. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for room straight ahead. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Hits inside. It's Morrow. Breaks into the open. Really pick up on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
The Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. On the delay, it's Owens. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand.
Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Steve Sarkisian before the game. This conference matchup between two teams that do not like each other very much is a great way to get things started here in the conference. I'll keep you posted on the energy and atmosphere at the half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Longhorns headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Making the adjustment. Looking for a man. It's Chambliss. And the ball's out, and they're after it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
After the run, now to throw. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
Throws to the tight end. Got a man. It's Odom. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
He's got it. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
I think that's a throw the quarterback's just got to take a little bit off it to make it easy on his intended target. He just threw that out far a little too much, and too much mustard as well.
Wants to throw again. Rushes on. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Dropping back, it's Chambliss. Out wide right, it's Lacy. Touchdown, Rebels. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on 4th down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach taking those risks, but when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the 4th down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finished with this drive together. You're right. Circle that 4th down. That was a big one.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Takes the handoff. It's Smothers. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. From the gun, it's Smothers.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
On the ground with the counter. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Here's Arts to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a number 1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you've just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. And you're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Right side, it's Alexander. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. This quarterback part of their running game. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this.
Snags it, and he's open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
As a play caller, you feel confident throwing this out to the perimeter against zone coverage when you have that kind of timing and chemistry. This quarterback and receiver do. You saw it on that one.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab in the end zone for 6.
Coming into this game, this offense really believed they had a mismatch problem. Because of this tight end speed and athleticism, and you saw it right there, David. Nobody able to hang with this guy on that touchdown catch.
And either way you cover him, if you want to put a linebacker on him, he's got a speed advantage. A safety on him, he's got a size advantage. QB takes advantage of the mismatch, knows where his big fella's going to be, and capitalizes on it.
And they tacked on the extra point.
Ole Miss 14, Texas 0. Number 17, set to kick this one off.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
1st and 10.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Townsend. Across the 25. He's got room. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
They'll move the wide receiver. Play action, here's Manning. He's got the back in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Buying time to his right. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The run inside. It's Smothers. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes a grab deep. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Texas. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air. And they've got 6 points on the board.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Arch Madness. He's got it for the 2-point conversion. One-score game, still in the 1st half, and they want the ball right back, going for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Oh, what a cut! He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards. Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They knock him down right there. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Drives inside. Runs through a tackle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. They've been running it, but now the pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To throw, Manning. Fires to the wideout. Complete, left side, Coleman. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Coleman's got it. Made a defender miss. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first. A shot toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Texas!
You know, we just went into half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
He'll get into the end zone for the 2, and now the deficit is 5. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. There he goes. Open it up. took it all the way inside the 15, almost to the 10 on a dynamic return. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Chambliss. On the move. Got out of trouble and throws. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Splits the uprights. Good.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll return it. He gets a block. Gets it out to the 33 before he goes out of bounds. Here comes the Texas offense. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Arch is going to throw for it. Escapes the pressure going right. Had to get rid of it quickly.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Second down, gonna throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Turning it on. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Still looking to his right. Looking for the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
Throwing Manning. He's got it for the 2-point conversion, and now they're back to within 1 possession. They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. Rebels offense is back on the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Rebels. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive.
Texas, 24. Number 17.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Pushed out of bounds at the 41, but not before he pulls off a terrific return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. They'll need a bunch on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Smothers. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Out wide left, it's Wingo. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Manning. Out wide right, it's Smothers. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Longhorns! And here they come, almost all the way back. How about this? These guys are going for 2. Try to barge their way in. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it out nearly to the 35-yard line, corralled and brought down. They'll mark it at the 34. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Sets his feet, it's Chambliss. Right side, it's Lacy. There he goes. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Fresh set of downs going up top. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's been fun to watch this QB execute today because he's shown you a little bit of everything. He's shown you the fastball. He's shown you the changeup, the ability to throw to all parts of the field. And he's still taking shots. Even after having 4 touchdowns, you can tell they feel confident in him. He's confident, and he's still throwing the football down the field.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Trying to make magic with his feet. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Stopped right there.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. And that is incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Rebels, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. He's changing the play. Drops back on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Man, I love defenders that are able to get up in the receiver's space, challenge them, and press coverage at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defending against the slant.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Extending the play. He's going to take off. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Here's Manning to throw. He'll get rid of it. Found a seam. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
Right down the middle. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Manning. Release to the back. Pulls it in. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Hart's going to spin it again. A shot toward the end zone. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Arch Madness. Look out. And they got it. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these 2 teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.